What is going on, cryptocurrency investors? Welcome back to Blockchain. Over the last month, a whole lot has happened in the cryptocurrency markets. We went from our stable $200 billion total market cap down to just a little over $100 million. Bitcoin has fallen from its stable level above $6,000, around $6,500. And has lost approximately 50% of that value, currently over 50% at 3,500. Over the last 24 hours, however, the cryptocurrency markets added $8 billion as most altcoins posted double-digit gains. Bitcoin dominance is almost at 55%, so I'm reluctant to say that most of this gain was in altcoins, as all assets are pretty much up. EOS up a staggering 14%, Dash up 12%, while the rest of the top 20 are posting under 10% gains, some are under 5%. Just 5 days ago, we had big news from Nasdaq. Bitcoin News reported Bloomberg's findings on the world's second largest stock exchange plans on moving forward with a Bitcoin futures listing. Nasdaq has cleared the air of all speculation by confirming this. Nasdaq is definitely launching its Bitcoin futures within the first half of next year. Vice President of Nasdaq's media team, Joseph Christinat, told an Express Point man, Bitcoin futures will be listed and it should launch in the first half of next year. We're just waiting for the go-ahead from the CFTC, but there's been enough work put into this to make it academic. A CTFC approval is really what this hinges on, and it could be delayed even further. The current market trends might just be in need of good news at this point. Although being 5 days ago, we didn't see any movement in the entire market. However, based on Joseph's statement, it seems that Nasdaq is no strangers to the development of both the blockchain technology and the cryptocurrency side of things, as he does emphasize on the efforts of the exchange toward engaging with a new venture. They got into the blockchain game 5 years ago when the first technology first popped up, and they leaned out the window and shouted, hey, come over here, right at it, and have been working with blockchain technology ever since. They've put a lot of capital and energy into delivering the ability to do this, and they've been all over it for a long time. Way before the market went into turmoil, and evidently prior to the market going on that big run in late 2017. He also notes that this recent bear market, really the entire year of 2018, does not affect the timing of this in any way. They're entering cryptocurrency no matter what. All that's left for the exchange is the final confirmation from the CFTC, which, like I said, could take some time. This is also the case with other players who are currently looking to launch their Bitcoin futures too. In the case of VanEck partnering with SolidX for a physically backed Bitcoin ETF, they're simply waiting on the SEC for approval. Speaking about the SolidX and VanEck ETF, on December 6th, it was announced that the Bitcoin ETF decision has been delayed another month. In a notice posted online, the securities regulators said that it was extending the review period for the ETF to February 27th, 2019. Under the SEC's rules, a decision on the proposal cannot be delayed any further, meaning the next notice must either approve or reject the ETF, so we are getting closer to a final decision. This delayed decision comes after months of uncertainty, as a number of previous ETF proposals by the Gemini Group, along with a handful of others, have all been rejected by the SEC. The rejections were suspended the next day when the SEC announced that it would review all the proposals. It later reopened a comment period, giving the general public until November 6th to share any new statements. However, this SolidX and VanEck proposal differs from the others in that its value is dependent on Bitcoin itself rather than the futures markets, like all other 9 that have previously applied. The SEC similarly reopened a comment period for this new proposal, designating October 17th as the deadline for any statements and October 31st as the deadline for any rebuttals. To date, the SEC has received more than 1,600 comments, and we are still waiting for news on that, so I will keep you updated as more becomes available. Also, in SEC news, they have fined a crypto fund $50,000 and issued a cease and desist. Coin Alpha Advisors LLC has to pay $50,000 in a fine following what it deemed to be an unregistered security sale. In an order published on Friday, Coin Alpha formed a fund in October 2017 with the goal of investing in crypto. It reached out to possible investors, raising more than $600,000 during the process. A total of 22 investors gave a total of $608,491 to the fund. Then in October of 2018, after being contacted by the commission staff concerning the issues herein, Coin Alpha unwound the fund pursuant to the authority granted in the fund's limited partner agreement. This is more of the SEC cracking down on fraudulent activity in the cryptocurrency markets, and is good news in my opinion for retail investors. Moving on, we have Ripple XRP news in their partnership with R3. XRP has now become the first settlement mechanism on R3's global payments app. This was announced on December 5th. Enterprise blockchain software firm R3 announced its launch of its new Corda Settler app, which allows payment obligations arising on the Corda blockchain platform to be made through any of the world's payment systems, both traditional and blockchain-based. And XRP is the first and currently only cryptocurrency that's supported as a settlement mechanism. XRP is going to be used extensively in R3's new infrastructure, and it should provide a boost to XRP's price overall. XRP is still in the second position overall, at a total market cap of $12 billion and a price of just over 30 cents at 31 cents. Moving on, we have Bill Gates. Digital currency will help the poor. Microsoft's Bill Gates has been known in the past for expressing admiration for cryptocurrencies, and in a recent video, he claimed that digital technology has the means to empower the world's poorest. He's recently been talking about the extreme end of the financial equation, looking at those under the low-income cutoff and the millions of people around the world that currently don't have a bank account. Referring to what the cryptocurrency sector is calling the world's unbanked, he suggested that the world's poor may not have the financial tools to go about their lives, but that their labor and intellect shouldn't be underestimated. Our current fiat system is an inefficient cash economy, and it risks dragging them further into poverty. He maintains that the transformation of underlying economics behind the status quo through the digitization of money and related financial systems has the potential to directly help those living in poverty. It can also help develop essential areas such as health and agriculture, as it is already doing in some parts of Africa, through various schemes such as Sun Exchange through their SunX reward token, whose founder Abraham Cambridge made it clear that these schemes are a crucial springboard for those living in poverty or without banking. Also, what Bancor is doing in Kenya and a number of other assets are working towards really solving some of our financial woes across the world. Gates sees two priorities for cryptocurrencies in the immediate future: driving policy changes to make sure the poor can get engaged at this level, and second, a measurement system that tracks the progress towards drawing people in, not just have accounts, but to really benefit from financial activity. This is just more reason to be on board with this complete worldwide paradigm shift that is blockchain technology. Moving on, we have news from Facebook. Not really news, it's more speculative news. Morgan Creek's Anthony Pompliano has declared that, contrary to the expectations of some in the blockchain space, Facebook will eventually build the most used product in cryptocurrency, responding to a tweet by the Block founder Mike Dundas inferring that Facebook is hiring blockchain engineers without a clearly defined role or purpose for them. So it's anyone's guess as to what they're doing. Facebook sources have hinted in the past that the social media behemoth might be planning to build a cryptocurrency project on the Stellar network as its mysterious blockchain division's first assignment. While Facebook flatly denies these reports, it still remains unclear why they're recruiting and headhunting from traditional sectors, blockchain and technological experts. Pompliano says that they have more than 1 billion user products than any other company. They have out-executed everyone historically. You can go at most corporates, but Facebook ain't it. Betting against David Marcus, Kevin Weil, Morgan Beller, Zuck, Chris Cox, and the Facebook growth team is insanity. I'll ride with that crew any day when it comes to building, launching, and scaling products. Ask their competitors how it went last time. Facebook could be interested in developing a platform-native cryptocurrency to help its massive user base carry out transactions without using government-backed currency. In the absence of any confirmation from the company, however, it completely remains speculative and unknown what they're exactly doing, but they do have an all-star lineup capable of producing amazing cryptocurrency-related products, so I will keep you posted as more becomes available. In the meantime, we continue to endure these deep lower lows, with many industry experts calling for $1,500 or sub 2K levels before we see any big rally. However, Tom Lee, Tim Draper, a number of venture capitalists and market experts are still calling for the overall rise and domination of Bitcoin and its respective cryptocurrency assets, although it's still very much a wild west as more regulation becomes available, as more people start to tune into what this space really is. We must endure these dark times and hodl on. As usual, continue to follow our content here at Crypto Blessing. We release at least one video every week, catching you up to date on what is happening in this space. So join us. Make sure to hit that like button and comment something of value. Turning on post notifications lets you know anytime we upload a video. I hope you've all had a great day. Thank you for spending a few moments of your day with me, and I'll see you all in the next one.